I find myself in an interesting... Les Johnson, GFTV, taxpayer. I find myself in an interesting situation here. Back in 2011, when Shaw went digital and I could no longer broadcast live, and I asked the CAO of the day what was the city's pleasure on this. She had explained to me that it would be in the best interest of the city if I was to take this on and do it live. And in that conversation, she alluded to the possibility that if the city were to do the broadcasting and something was said in the meeting that could result in a legal action, that it would be better if I was doing it and not the city, because that would fall on my neck. And this is the first time that I've actually felt that I can't broadcast this until I consult with a lawyer. Because I do not know some statements made by some people here, and in open meeting, I understand it's a public meeting, but unless I know for sure that they will be printed by the newspaper or appear in the minutes of the meeting, I have to worry that by broadcasting them, I am in turn carrying them to a larger audience and could then be construed as, by a lawyer, as repeating them. So, respectfully to all of you and to the public, this will not appear on the web until I know that I don't have a legal jeopardy here. Because I do this as a completely volunteer thing, and now there is no legal connection in the sense of you don't pay me anything, I don't take anything. In a sense, I guess if I had to fight it in court, I could say that I could rob the meetings where you have essentially tacitly agreed that I am providing a service for you. So in some sense, I legally could be construed as being representing you, but at this point, I have to point out that some of you may actually, there have been meetings in the past where people have actually had their lawyers contact me to ask how they can get their hands on the videos, and they're public, so that was fine. But in this case, until I consult with a lawyer, I don't know what my exposure is. So we've reached a point here that I have never had to worry about before. And that's just my personal fear here, because I don't have a corporate entity behind me with a legal team or insurance of any kind whatsoever. I'm literally out on a plank all by myself. So you won't be seeing this tomorrow. You might see it next week, but you won't see it until I know I'm safe.
So it won't be like the Pitt Meadows video?
Pardon me?
It won't be like the Pitt Meadows video?
I'm not sure about that.
Council meeting there.
Oh, yeah, well, probably not.
Okay, thank you for that. Okay.
I have another question, but perhaps it's best addressed by Councillor Hammond. She'll be returning.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Still awake?
Yeah, but I'm about to shut down.
My question has to be answered by Councillor Hammond. So.
I can't hear what's being said, so I'm just going to go now.
All right. Good evening, Councillor Ross. Enjoy the rest
Okay,
of
good
your
night,
evening.
everybody. Thank you.
Thank you for participating. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
To the gentleman in the back row.
My name is Hamilton, James Hamilton. If I have a camera and I take a man shooting another man, I see I'm not an accessory after or for the fact. It's just evidence. There's absolutely no way that anyone could sue this man for taking the evidence, even if there's something dreadful. I'm not sure what he's talking about, but there's legally no way that someone could sue him for
Sir, that unfortunately is not on the agenda, but
well, it's an agenda.
nor initially was the conversation. conversation, but I give you grace, and I thank you for that comment.
Through you, Mr. Mayor, to my friend over here, I appreciate what you're saying, but as I've been told in the past, I can't give legal advice because I'm not a lawyer, you're not a lawyer, I cannot accept legal advice from you. Thank you for your input.
Yeah. Fully understand the way the society is today with lawsuits.